He was once considered the future of baseball, the next face of the sport. Fernando Tatis Jr., the smile, the swagger, the swing. But in the course of one season, it all fell apart. How did baseball's greatest young star fall from grace? Let's dive into the rise and the fall of Fernando Tatis Jr.
This is an elite. Ronald Acuna, Fernando Tatis Jr. should be in the top 10 next year at the top 100.
To be able to do this for an extended period of time is what's going to ultimately figure out, whether or not Tatis Jr. becomes a Hall of Famer.
Is he better than Javi Baez?
He has the instincts that Javi Baez has with better skills. Think about that.
Born in 1999, Fernando Tatis Jr. was destined for greatness. The son of former Major League player Fernando Tatis Sr., he was also surrounded by the game. But it wasn't just his lineage that set him apart. It was his raw talent, his electrifying speed, and his uncanny power. From the moment Fernando Tatis Jr. made his Major League debut with the San Diego Padres, the world knew he was special. At just 20 years old, he became an instant sensation. With explosive power and charismatic personality, Tatis quickly became one of the brightest young stars in the game of baseball. In 2019, a 20-year-old phenom exploded onto the field in San Diego. And he wasn't just good, he was electric. Every swing, every smile, every stolen base, El Nino was rewriting the rules. By 2021, he became Major League Baseball's biggest name, a MVP finalist, and the cover of MLB The Show. He also became the owner of a $340 million contract, a deal that would make him, at the time, one of the highest paid athletes in the world. He wasn't just playing the game, he was changing it. But with fame came the fallout. During the 2021-2022 offseason, the stories started surfacing. Motorcycle rides, distractions, too much, too soon. In March 2022, disaster struck. A freak motorcycle accident left Tatis Jr. with a wrist injury that required surgery, forcing him to miss a significant portion of the season. When asked which accident caused the injury, Tatis smirked and said, "Which one?" Many people saw this as just a bump in the road. Injuries happen in sports, right? But this would only be the beginning. A moment meant as a joke became a warning. In August 2022, the baseball world was stunned. Fernando Tatis Jr. was suspended for 80 games after testing positive for a performance-enhancing drug, a banned substance called clostebol. He said it was a mistake, a skin infection, ringworms, medication gone wrong. Fans and critics alike were shocked. The suspension was a devastating blow, not only to Fernando Tatis Jr.'s career, but also to the San Diego Padres championship hopes. Tatis had tested positive after recovering from his motorcycle injury, claiming he had unknowingly taken the substance in a medication to help heal.
Thank you, everyone, for being here today. We'd like to start this day just by saying how truly sorry I am. I'm really sorry. I have let so many people down. I have lost so much love from people. But I have failed. I have failed to all of them. I have failed to the front office of the San Diego Padres, Peter Seiler, H.A. Preller. I have failed to every fan of this city. I have failed to my country. I have failed my family, parents. I'm really sorry for my mistakes. I have seen how my dreams have turned into my worst nightmares. A couple days, a couple months. But there's no other one to blame than myself. I haven't made the right decisions on this past few weeks, month, even started at the beginning of the year. I have made a mistake, and I regret every single step that I have taken in these days. But there's a long way going forward. It's a very long way going forward. And I'm gonna remember how this feels. And I'm gonna make myself never begin this position ever again. I know I had a lot of love. I have to gain back. I have a lot of work to do. It's gonna be a very long process to gain everybody's trust again, to gain that love back that I have stabbed straight to the heart. To every fan, to every baseball fan. I'm learning. I'm maturing. I've been dealing with a lot, but still, there has been no excuse for every mistake that I have made in the last few days. But like I mentioned, I'm gonna make sure that I'm never back in this position again, and I'm gonna do everything in my power, everything in my strength, everything that I can do in the field, out of the field. Better teammate. The distraction that I have been is just something unacceptable, something I have no excuse, and something that it needs to be redeemed right now, in the moment. I know there's been a lot of talk out there. But it's with actions. It's with action that I'm gonna start beginning doing. And then the action is gonna speak for myself in the future. So there's gonna be a whole new story out there. And there's gonna be changes out there. And it starts today.
The damage, however, was done. Even though he apologized, the stain of a PED suspension would forever shadow his career. The face of baseball was now the biggest disappointment.
Absolutely not. No, wait, why? How would that help steroids? Like, how would steroids help with ringworm? No, absolutely not.
I wouldn't have said I had ringworm. I probably would have come up with a different story.
He's not dumb. I mean, he should know that that's just stupid these days. I mean,
for fans, teammates, and the game itself, trust was broken. The fallout was swift. Sponsors dropped him. Fans were divided. The Padres, who invested so much in Fernando Tatis Jr. as their cornerstone, now had to grapple with his absence and tarnished reputation. Inside the clubhouse, frustration boiled over. Padres teammates Mike Clevenger and Manny Machado said it bluntly.
Pretty disappointed. It's the second time we've been disappointed with him, and it's just, you hope he grows up and, learns from this and learns that it's not just, it's about more than just him right now. No, look at this clubhouse. We really don't need anybody else. It'd be nice to have somebody else, but we don't need anybody else. We got everyone we need right here.
He hasn't been part of the team all year, and we've gotten to this point so far without him. Hopefully, we're waiting to get him back, and hopefully, him to be a spark plug for the team. But we've been doing it all year. Just continue doing it. Same message continues to go since day one, since we had all year. So we still have the same goal, which is to try to make a World Series and bring a championship to San Diego, and that's what we're going to try to continue to do.
The golden image shattered overnight. The same fans who once shouted his name now whispered in disappointment. While Tatis Jr. worked hard to rehab and regain his form, the mental toll was clear. The once promising superstar was now fighting to reclaim his place in the game. However, baseball has a funny way of giving second chances. In 2023, Fernando Tatis Jr. returned to the field. But the road back was not easy. Fans watched with mixed emotions, both hopeful for his redemption, but also cautious of what had transpired. While Fernando Tatis Jr. has shown glimpses of his former self, the question remains: can he ever fully recover from the damage to his reputation? Will he ever be the player everyone once believed him to be? He learned a new position, right field. And by the end of the season, he was one of the best defenders in the game. The swagger returned, but this time, it came with a purpose. While Fernando Tatis Jr. has proven that his offensive talent is still top tier, winning the Platinum Glove would make a clear statement that he has redeemed himself defensively as well. It would be one of the greatest comeback stories in recent memory and elevate his status as one of the league's most complete players. While there's a long road ahead for Fernando Tatis Jr. to maintain this level of play, especially given the shadow of the PED suspension. However, Fernando Tatis Jr.'s story isn't finished. He's still young. The talent never disappeared. But greatness isn't about what you do on the field. It's about who you become when you fail. Can he win back baseball's trust? Can he rewrite his story? Only time will tell. Because sometimes the greatest players aren't the ones who never fall, but the ones who learn how to rise again. Fernando Tatis Jr. once had it all: the talent, the swagger, and the world at his feet. Now he's fighting to reclaim what he lost. Whether he can bounce back and return to greatness is still to be seen. But one thing is for sure, his story is far from over. Some fans will never fully forgive him for his mistake, but as he continues to perform at a high level, show humility, and work hard to be a leader for his team, he's taking the right steps in the right direction. In many ways, Tatis' story mirrors that of many other athletes who had to overcome public controversies. His redemption isn't just about his return to the field. It's about showing people that he's a changed person. One who's learned from his mistakes and now has a renewed commitment to the game and his fans. Thanks for watching. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and comment below. Do you think Fernando Tatis Jr. can make a full comeback? Or is his career forever tainted? Let us know. We would love to hear your thoughts. And if you believe in redemption, hit that like button. Subscribe for more baseball stories that go beyond the game.